Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I have some terrible news to share with you today. It is mostly about this new malicious glitch that can get anyone killed even with the Pacifist mode enabled. I've tested things out, so let me show you everything I found out so far. Sometimes the best way to find fresh news is to simply play the game. That's what happened to me yesterday while working on another video. I was minding my own business, doing my own thing, when the unexpected happened. I got basically instantly killed with my Pacifist mod on. It annoyed the hell out of me. That's when I started searching about this, talking to people, and I discovered that several other players had a similar experience very recently. There is a new glitch that allows trolls and griefers to kill anyone they want in adventure in private worlds. They will throw a grenade or mine at you, then you will see lots of fire, and you'll most likely be dead by the time you realize the status of your HP bar. If you're running a bloodied build, then you will die very fast. Sometimes it can happen instantly. Anyway, I have also discovered a new major bug that doesn't register your items when you craft something or even drop it on the floor to share with another player. I will also present some other bugs that I came across lately that can really affect your gameplay. So let's start with a new grief exploit that I discovered and then go over all my test results. Alright, so here's a short story for you. I was server jumping, working on another video for display cases, and I had just farmed junk items for the past 2 hours or so. I ended up on this public server and I completely forgot to switch back to private worlds. Big mistake here. Anyway, I was organizing my display cases, just minding my own stuff, when another player came by to my camp and started hitting me non-stop and spamming angry and disapproving emotes. Now, I know you can get killed by weapons anymore when you have Pacifist mode enabled at least. I just let him do his thing. If he wants to hit me, okay, go ahead, I don't care. But he was making a lot of noise and I wanted to take footage of my display cases. So I moved a bit and he killed himself with a plasma grenade. I was really lost at the time and I was wondering what the heck is this guy trying to achieve here? I even thought he knew me and was trying to grab my attention for a little while. I went to grab a coffee and literally when I came back I saw 2 other guys around my camp. And one of them came close, shot me, and then threw a mine at me. It all happened so fast. I just got on fire, and as you can see, I died in 2 seconds. I couldn't believe these trolls had actually won, I dropped my junk after dying, and of course they stole all of it. Then one of them made fun of me in voice chat. Well, isn't it curious what people do in video games to boost their fragile ego? I mean, he killed me with a glitch when I was basically standing still, not fighting back. Such fun. Much wow. This is when I realized they were cheaters griefing random people, so I just reported and blocked them right away. Blocking seems to turn people invisible to you or to each other, so this is probably the safest thing to do when a suspicious player approaches you. After this, I was frustrated, and since I couldn't go on with my other video, I decided to find out more about what had just happened to me. I tested with my other account, and I found out how it all works, and how can you protect yourself too. It's testing time. So, if you are not so familiar with explosives, you probably don't know the differences between, well, the different types of grenades and mines in game. I only know the guy set me on fire with a mine. I saw the mine red symbol before it went kaboom on me. If you decide to test, then keep in mind that the mine range is quite wide and you can throw it far away like grenades, which means you will probably cryo, pulse, plasma, and Nuka Mines. I threw 1 by 1 at my other character, and as you can see, his HP bar didn't really move with the first 3. But when I threw the Nuka Mine, his HP slowly decreased. This mine also mimics a nuke effect, there's fire as well. So, bingo, this is the one. I then switched my focus to the Nuka Mines. Nuka grenades work just as fine, but they are a little bit more difficult to craft. You need Nuka collars to do so. Therefore, why they are using the cheaper alternative, the mines. I did test with both my Pacifist Mode on and off, and it doesn't really matter. The results were always the same, the inflicted damage and received damage are the same. The thing with Nuka Mines and grenades is that they have a radiation damage, besides physical of course. And for some reason, rad's damage seemed to be glitching with the Pacifist Mode. Maybe because this is mostly an environmental type of damage, I don't know. Either way, my main character takes a lot of rads damage from the Nuka explosive, so the max was 10 rads per second. I'm running a bloodied build, full unwielding and using the high capacity mod too, which decreases rad's defense. It's the perfect build to quickly die to this grief. On the other hand, my other character is running a full Vanguard set with 50 rads resistance, so Nuka grenades and mines are, you know, like tickling him. It only does 1 to 2 rads max per second. It's quite difficult to kill him, especially when he is full HP. So Vanguard is definitely a great way to stay alive against griefers like this. Now, there is something else the cheaters used on me, which was Rose's Syringe. This buggy weapon can kill you much faster using Nuka explosives. They basically start the quest and never finish it to keep this syringe in their inventories, in case you're wondering how the hell do they get it. For obvious reasons, I couldn't really test it. I've done Rose's quests on both my characters long ago. But it supposedly gives you 100 HP and then removes it. The issue here is that when you take rads while the effect is on you, you will lose double the HP, like it happened to me. My HP bar just went up and then down really fast in 2 parts while taking small amounts of rads. I mean, rad's damage slowly decreases your HP bar, it doesn't remove clutches at once. So my death was a direct result of Rose's Syringe, which is obviously an exploit being used and abused by trolls who want to annoy random people. Anyone could fall victim to this new grief method, but some conditions can make you the perfect target to kill. Bloodied builds are the weakest and the #1 favorite targets of these griefers because first, you will normally go around with low HP, and secondly, your resistances are not so high compared to other possible builds in-game. People who decide to go AFK are also easy targets to kill. They only need to throw 1 or 2 mines and that's it. Remember, they can kill anyone in adventure and private worlds, even with Pacifist Mode enabled. If they don't have Rose's Syringe, then your chances of surviving are quite high, even with a bloodied build. However, if they use the combo, you are as good as dead. It's very difficult to survive it, to be honest, but there is plenty you can do to prevent getting griefed or surviving an attack like the one done to me. But before showing you how can you protect yourself, you should know that stacking 3 mines will always auto-detonate them, and probably kill you if you are nearby. Also, if you leave mines on the floor for over a minute, they will just vanish at some point. 2 small details I discovered while testing things out. Alright, so I know some of you leave your characters AFK to try and sell more items with your vending machines. But that's a risk to take right now. You can easily get killed if you leave your character AFK. Yes, they can kill you in your bed, in your chair, sofa, anywhere you leave your character really. Don't get too immersed checking your Pip-Boy or vending machines if you see suspicious players around or hear them approaching you, since they can easily kill you too. Remember, it only takes a few seconds for them to apply the glitch and get you killed. Now, if you want a passive protection, then make sure to equip the endurance perk Rad Resistant to increase your radiation defense and get better chances at surviving. You can also use a Rad X or Rad Shield if you think you're about to get griefed, or clear all your radiation for bloodied builds. Hey, better safer than sorry here. Don't forget to store all your junk items, especially if you have been farming and you don't want to risk losing them. Ultimately, you can have a hazmat suit in your favorites bar. to equip it fast in case you think someone is about to kill you. You will basically receive 1 rads with the hazmat suit on, so bring it on, let him try. However, the best choice is to just change servers. Don't bother with such people. Go back to the piece of your private world or just server jump to make sure you're not in the same server as certain players. As you can see, there is plenty that can be done until Bethesda finally fixes this exploit. Another bug I found yesterday while testing the Grief exploit presented to you in the previous points is about losing items or not receiving them altogether. At first, I really thought I had misclicked or mischecked something, but that was not the case. So I had just crafted different mines and wanted to transfer them to my alt by dropping them on the floor, but I could not find one specific type, the plasma mine. But I did craft it, I even checked on my footage. So where did it go? Well, it just didn't register in my inventory for some reason. At least the materials used to craft did register and they're gone. How convenient, huh? Anyway, this happened again later on with my other character. I dropped a Nuka mine on the floor and picked it up with my alt, but then he also didn't have the mine on his inventory, even though he had just picked it up. What the heck? The item just vanished, but it seems like it is the same type of bug. The items just didn't register on his inventory in this case for some goddamn reason. I was in my private world, there was no lag or server delay, so this must be a new issue, a new bug. I'm not sure what to call it. Have you guys experienced anything similar so far? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm very curious to know. Okay, now I have selected a few bugs that have really disrupted my gameplay in the past 2 days. This first one is like a blinding Pip-Boy, where the green light gets so bright that you cannot read parts of the Pip-Boy screen anymore. It was my first time seeing this and I had to restart my game because it was blinding my eyes. It's extremely unpleasant and I don't know what is triggering this. I mean, it just randomly became like this when I opened the Pip-Boy. Secondly, we have this foundation bug where it looks like each foundation has a slide on it. On the sides, my character keeps walking on top of invisible, unleveled stairs or slides. The animation is just wrong and sloppy. The only solution to fix it was to also restart the game. I also found this moonwalking frozen in one single place bug. I couldn't move, again had to join another server. And finally, this bug is quite old, but I hadn't seen it in about a year or so. It's when the decontamination shower doesn't remove any rads from you. Normally, this often happens, but it's like a soft version of it. If you move back and forward or if you stay under the shower for some seconds, it will remove your rads, but in this case, nothing worked. It just didn't remove any rads no matter how long I stayed there. I had to ditch my private world here to make it work again. And it's very frustrating to be forced to join other servers or restart the game all the time to fix broken features like these. I know that a new patch just came out, but as usual, I will need some time to test things out in-game. As you surely know, if you watch me, I don't simply read patch notes, I actually test things out myself and usually find flaws in their patch notes. That's going to be everything for this video. I hope we will get a lot of glitch and bug fixes before the Wastelanders DLC goes live, because right now, guys, things are terrible. After all these major dub glitches, now we have a new grief exploit and a bug that can disrupt your craft and looted items. It's really not bueno. Anyway, I'm Marta Branco, thank you so much for watching and for all your support. If you are new here, you know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. I also have a Patreon page if you would like to support me even further. The link is right below the video. I will see you guys and girls very soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!